Okay, today's date that I'm filming this is Thursday, June 24th, 2021. The city of Mount Hope's talking about doing these paranormal ghost tours. I'll see how that goes. They done one this past Saturday, but I was at work, so I missed it. Oh, here's the old cemetery. One of those gravestones was actually lighting up a little bit a minute ago. Kind of creeped me out. I'm not going in there though, not at nighttime. Nuh-uh, not me. No, there's probably nothing to worry about. I just don't want to walk there at night with no street lights and trip and fall and hurt myself. That would be very easy to do. So I'm going to stick out here where I can see. By the way, community center is haunted. I don't know what stories was told I missed. I do know there's a kid that's supposed to have drowned in a swimming pool here a few years back in the 1920s. I think he drowned in the swimming pool, from what I get. And I think there's somebody else that down in the basketball court. I don't know all the details. However, I do remember when I was in there, I remember seeing a weird light one time, and I remember being in there. Can't explain what that light was. It's just a weird light. But I do remember being in there when I heard this woman screams at the top of her lungs, "Pick up the basketball, pick it up now." I mean, ear-splitting loud. It kind of made your eardrums rattle. But here's the problem. There was no women in there that day. It was just a group of Boy Scouts. There's no women in there that day. It's just funny that light is on. That light's normally not on. There's a contractor working there earlier. He probably forgot to turn the light off because they're working on they got contractors working here again. I think he forgot to turn the light off. But I think it's perfect that he accidentally forgot to turn the light off, just for the simple fact that's actually point. I'm gonna try to get a tour inside here one day soon. But I asked him so that the mayor and this kid and them won't mind me walking around and doing some videos. But there's a lot of, looks like they're painting. There's some, I don't know what they're doing. No, they're not painting. I think they're cleaning it up. And if memory serves me right, that light fixture wasn't working right. When I was working with Boy Scouts and some other groups, that light wasn't working. They must have fixed it. Or maybe it wasn't. It probably wasn't. Just need new light bulbs. I don't know. It's just I think it's interesting, but that place is definitely haunted. Weird stuff will happen to you there. Here's the Mount Hope YMCA from 1921 to, I think, about 1941, the fall of 41. It became part of the high school, which eventually became the middle school. Which is funny because the middle school is in the middle of town. And now it's just part of the community center. So YMCA, high school, middle school. I like to figure out exactly where that swimming pool was in there. I think I know where it is. I'll plan a future video in there if I can. I just gotta talk to the right people. They get the permission to do the inside videos. But this place, John C. Mate's building, I thought about using that as a future headquarters for Waller's Antiques. But I think it's not big enough for what I need, but I don't know. I just know right now it's kind of, I gotta see how it's going to go. I do know my friends that had to get off here and there would feel uncomfortable going back to the car when it's getting darker late in the evening. I think it's picking up what would watch you through the windows of the community center. I don't know. I do know that when I was here, I remember hearing weird noises and the door opening and closing when I'd be here talking to a friend. And it's not usual to see this door open and unlocked early in the mornings, and John Steinbeck and the secretary have to close and lock it back, and they can't explain how it gets open. But something else I like to point out: every door on the bottom left of this building is red, so I can't say it's the one with the red door because they're all red. I don't know why, but they're all red. Yeah, I say a nice color, red. I will say it's a nice color, but it's just you would think that a few of them would be different colors. There's actually original doors to the building. I think the locks have been replaced over the years, but there's the original doors. And there's bonbons. John Sumate did admit that weird stuff happens in there. He don't want to come out and say plays haunted, but he does admit that weird things that he cannot explain happens in that building. He's like, when asking the question if he thinks the building's haunted, his response was, "I don't know, but I will tell you this. Weird things happen I cannot explain." And that was his comment. And then he when asked. So I do know that that one room, you hear a lot of weird noises in. And that one room my friend Jim was in, there's definitely something in it. Whatever's in there was family though. Mount Hope City Hall. Now I hadn't heard any ghost stories about the City Hall, but I thought I'd do this with the full moon out. This the simple fact that talking about future walk paranormal tours. Now I went to the paranormal tours in Harper's Ferry. That was a lot of fun, but I wasn't allowed to film because they don't want people doing videos. So therefore, I didn't do a video of that particular thing. That's the reason the train video ended with me going, I gotta go back to the walking tour to get it, and didn't want me filming, so I couldn't film. Oh well. I don't know if I'll do any videos of the ones here in Mount Hope or not. Depends on if they want you to or not. But that building, you know, in the future I may own that one of these days. I don't know. I loved about that brownstone. Of course, the owner wants $150,000 for it. I think well, I get $150,000 here in Mount Hope. I don't know. I need to call him back and talk to him to see something. What he would be, the lowest he'd be willing to go would be. I ain't gonna worry about it immediately because I got too much going on. I did know I was in there, not recently, but probably not. I'm trying to think the last time I was in there. It's been a while, I can tell you that. I do remember seeing this shadow guy, this solid black shadow staring at me, and you literally couldn't see anything past the shadow alley. Scared me pretty bad, I know that. I think that's Carrie's husband just walked past me. But Giuseppe's, I used to walk there when they were open. Well, they're open again, but they closed temporarily. But then now the new owner, so Giuseppe's is open to the public again. They're open 6 days a week. They're closed Sundays, but open Monday through Saturday. I think it's 11 to 8. Although Fridays and Saturdays they might stay open a little bit later. I'm not sure. I believe it was 11 to 8 all 6 days, but they might stay open a little bit later. I do know when I walk there, weird things happen, like the walk-in door open and closing by itself. They close the walk-in door, open back up. And I do remember one day, I still can't explain this, but me and Jeff's talking about something, and all of a sudden, all the pots and pans on the shelf in that back, every single pot pan, every single item on the shelf flew off the wall, and flew violently hard, slams on the wall the other side of the kitchen, makes so much noise. We're freaking out. He's about to pull his gun out and sue because he thinks somebody's violently trying to violently attack us, only to realize nobody's around but me and him because everybody else is outside and all running inside to see what's going on. So that happened on 2 different occasions. I can't explain it, but that's happened on 2 different occasions. And it's enough to scare you half to death. I need to ask the new owners if anything weird happens. I'm going to have to ask the new crew because I've been working at Logan's. I've been doing all my grass cutting odd jobs plus my job at Logan's. So I don't know. Now there's definitely, I think there's something inside the Ace department store, although the lady that owns it will not. It's one of those people who will not admit ghosts and paranormal exist no matter what happens. She's one of those hardcore skeptics, no matter what happens, won't admitting the paranormal stuff exists. So, although I can't say much about that. However, I will have to post an advertisement video when I find out when they're doing the next paranormal tour. I have to post a little advertisement video for Facebook and YouTube both so people know. But I can't say when they're doing the next paranormal tour. I just know it's a patch that they've done it. If I'd known about it sooner, I could have probably arranged to make it. But then I got the text tonight of the tour just before it started. I was already at work and I couldn't go tell my boss, I'm leaving to go to a paranormal tour. I don't think it would work too well. I can't see the moon from here. The roof of the building's blocking it. But I just thought it'd be fun. Somebody told me this thing used to have, this is a signpost that had signs hanging off of it for a trucks going through town. Something about a low bridge somewhere that you couldn't pass underneath. I don't know, probably trucks don't hit that metal bar that sticks down. You would think, I don't know how trucks don't hit that. You'd think they would. We do have a decent amount of tractor trailers that come through town. Somebody said somewhere there's a low bridge, a railroad bridge or something that trucks could not pass underneath. I'm not sure exactly what that would have been, because I don't really know. There's some weird things happening in this building. I don't know, town's mayor said something about the building of mines being haunted, something about people walking there being scared of being there at night. Now let's look into that, because I think I remember a friend of mine tell me that the maintenance people and the janitorial people being creeped out when the building of mines are still there. Now I do have videos, a couple paranormal videos inside the Mountaineer Hotel. I spent the night there a couple weeks ago and done some paranormal investigating. Actually, that was very creepy. When you hear a woman's voice say help, and you actually get actual knocking sounds to questions that you answer. Although the camera didn't pick it up the best. Picked up the woman's voice saying help and the loud no, whisper no, and you can't really, it's hard to hear the knocking sounds. If you get the volume loud enough, you can. So that's a video I did do inside the Mountaineer Hotel. I've done a couple different daytime videos. I just walk around talking about it. I love that building. I'd love to own it, but I don't. Although the people I do own are good friends of mine, so I do get to hang out there when they're in town. Glenn Carey's talking about reopening the coffee shop, so I have to see how that goes. I'm not a coffee drinker, but I will go there and buy snacks and stuff. I think this will be right in my video before I get super long.